What is the best excuse you have given to the police for speeding? I had two friends in the car with me. I had only received my license 6 months prior. We were out for a drive when my friend, Robert, started having an asthma attack. I proceeded to head to the freeway, as that was the quickest way to get to the hospital at the time. Before getting there we had a 10-mile drive along 40-mile-per-hour roads. I used my hazards and was going approximately 60 miles per hour. It was late at night and thankfully there weren't many cars on the road. As we get to the freeway on ramp, I floored the accelerator. I'm now going well over 80 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. All of this is happening while my hazards are still on. I then saw the patrol car come onto the freeway from one of the bypasses with his lights already flashing. I turned to my friend to advise him that we were about to get pulled over when I changed my mind and accelerated up to 100 miles per hour. Robert was starting to go blue in his face. As I already understood that I would be losing my provisional driver's license, I figured what the hell. I slowed down a bit so the patrol car could catch up. I kept waving for the officer to come up beside the car. Once he got there, I said I would give myself up once we got to the hospital, and if they could please escort us there as my friend was having an asthma attack and going blue in his face. The passenger officer shined his torch into the car, and then proceeded to say something to the driver. They signaled us to follow them. We were still multiple miles away from the hospital at this point. With the police lights flashing and sirens going, we kept driving until we got to the emergency bay at the hospital. There was a gurney and medical professionals waiting at the door when we arrived. I turned my hazard lights off, turned the ignition off, got out of the car with my credentials and went up to the officers. They were interviewing me and asking me questions about what had occurred when one of the doctors came out and said something to them. One of the officers came up to me and said that was a very careless, honorable and brave thing you did. We do have to give you a ticket. We will accompany it with our and the hospital's findings when it goes to court. 4 months later, I went to court with Robert. The judge took his time with all the reports, looked at me, and questioned Robert asking how he was. I asked him what the punishment was going to be and he said that there wouldn't be one, due to the nature of what I was doing at the time and keeping a cool level head. The judge gave me a warning and thanked me for having saved Robert's life.